today we're really excited about this segment. We're going to be talking about how you can save and or use your required minimum distributions through actually giving to causes or generosity, which Pete, for this, we get really excited about this because the aspect of generosity, I always feel like we get more from that than the people that we give to. And I know that the people that we talk to every day, just like you, are some of the most generous people out there, are passionate about causes and things that they have interest in helping people less fortunate. And this is a really amazing way that you can actually save money in taxes for yourself, but also give to incredible causes that you're passionate about.
Yeah, so let's start off actually explaining RMDs, required minimum distribution. So many of you are investing yearly into a 401k, 403b, some type of retirement account that is growing tax deferred. You're not having to pay taxes. If it grows in a year, then all that additional money you don't pay taxes on. That's a beautiful thing, and it does help the money compound over years, maybe 10, 20, 30, 40 years. But you get to a certain age, it used to be 70 and a half. So if you've heard about RMDs and 70 and a half, that's kind of, for many years, that was the time that the government said, time out, you've been getting all these benefits out of this, we need to get some sugar. And so we want some tax money, so we're going to make you take money out, a certain amount every year that grows larger each year based on your age, the percentage does, and we need some tax money out of that. So all that money is taxable. So that's what an RMD is. And many of our clients, maybe even you if you're already retired and taking RMDs, this is something that kind of grates on you. You didn't think of it during your working years, but now you realize you got to pull money out even more than you need when you don't want it necessarily. That's part of the rules of this. And so one of the things that that is to an advantage is if you pull that money out and it goes directly to a charity, there's this thing called, as if we didn't need, have enough acronyms, RMD. Now you got QCD, so Qualified Charitable Distribution. That's having that money go directly from your account as part of your RMD to a church or charity, nonprofit, has to be a 501c3, then that money goes out and you don't have to pay taxes on it because it goes directly to a charity, not you. So you, along with many of our clients, may want to utilize this for some of your RMD.
Yeah, you can do partial,
right.
You can do all of it. You can actually give up to $100,000 a year. We've actually had very generous people that have done that because here's the deal, if you can pay the government or you can pay an organization or a charity that you're passionate about, what would you rather do? Well, for me, if I don't need that money, I'd rather give that to a worthy cause. And so there's a lot of different things that you can do with that. And that doesn't mean you're losing control of your IRA, your 401k, or anything like that. It just means you're using it strategically to save yourself. So think about that. There's kind of a double whammy here that's a positive thing. You get to save yourself taxes and you get to help amazing causes that you're passionate about. There's some statistics that say that basically, when you talk about generosity, it leads to a more fulfilling life and people actually live longer.
Right.
And I think that's because, you know how it is if you've ever had a situation in your life where you've helped a worthy cause and seen a positive result, you always feel better about that. I'll give you a really good example, Pete, that you and I recently did. This charity that we gave some money to that was investing in young people for the future. And there was a couple of young individuals that were just coming out of high school that were in an underprivileged area. And because they were able to go and show the skills that they had in a particular area. One of them in particular thought he was going to be working in a factory for the rest of his life. Nothing wrong with that. My dad worked at a factory and everything else. But because there was a donation where he was put in a position where he could go and show this organization his skills, he actually got a full college scholarship.
That's awesome.
These two individuals. So it doesn't take a lot. So when you talk about QCDs and things like this, think about things that you're passionate about, causes that you would like to give to, or things that you think, well, hey, if I had that $20,000 and instead of giving $4,000 to the IRS, if I could give that to this cause, what kind of impact could you have? The results can truly be amazing.
Yeah, they really can. And, you know, the Bible even says God loves a cheerful giver. And there's just something about that that's very, very important. There's something about somebody who is more generous than somebody who's a hoarder and stingy. Nobody wants to be around them. And so being generous is just, it's a great feeling. There's so many great causes out there. But many of you have probably heard about certain charities, and you kind of get, you know, feedback later that, you know, they weren't run that great, and you want to vet a charity. So if you have something that you're concerned about, or one in particular, we're actually going to link an article to this video so that you'll be able to look at how to vet a charity to make sure that the one that you would like to be able to give to is one that's on the up and up, that's been checked out, that's run really nicely, and everything. So that's very important as well, how to vet a charity. Look into that, but the main thing is just to understand how RMDs work, how QCDs, Qualified Charitable Distributions, work, and use them to your advantage. And again, this is something that we cover with our clients. We have a lot of clients in our business, in our firm, Beacon Capital Management here in Franklin, Tennessee, that are our RMD age, required minimum distribution, and we're able to help them in a lot of different ways, be very efficient with that money, and we'd be able to help you too. We'd love to talk to you about that. You can also, you know, thanks for watching this video. There's other videos if you'd like to subscribe to our channel, or you can also go to retirementtalk.com to get more information on this and many other great subjects.